jocul ăsta, ia fii atent. Ok, zice că e demo, că să avem grijă, că bam. Un simulator. E greu să tragi cu turnul, bași bila aia grea acolo după culețeava, da, știu, am văzut. Dar nu e vorba de aia, bro, e vorba că cavaleria mea nu a putut să-i distrugă divizia lor de tunuri. E stupid, din n-are niciun sens, e complet real. Bă, game capture-ul nu vede jocul, ce pula, mă, că-mi va pula. Nimica nu mai are bine azi, bă, dar ce dracu, bă, no, hai, display capture și gata și îmi dau leak la tot și dă-vă dracu. Sau milione. Ok, o zis că e demo și că e de căcat, probabil, dar să știm că e demo. Fii atent că ăsta e cursed. Ăsta e bonus în jocul. Sau mai încet. New game. Choose your primary attribute. Soul, mind, body.
Hberini îi spun lui Steph că este cel mai tare și mai deștept jucător din toată țara și că joacele lui nu au nevoie să meargă pentru că el este already winnerul și că noi toți îl iubim și îl admirăm pentru inteligența și abilitățile sale.
Ok, ce
și
să
că nu
alegem
are
aici?
nevoie de joace pentru a fi extraordinar.
Ce să alegem aici? Sufletul. Sufletul nu ar fi weird de la jocul ăsta. Hai să alegem suflet. Soul, heart. Long ago you set out to save the world. Somewhere beneath your blackened scales and dented armor beats a radiant immaculate heart. Transform pain into kindness. Soothe the hearts of your colleagues and patients. Cherish little children and animals. Become a beacon in the darkness. Bacon. Status doctor. You're a doctor, damn it, and that demands respect. You practically radiate authority. Embrace your heritage, inspire and terrify staff and patients alike by wielding antiquated medical knowledge, defunct theories, and questionable procedural skills. Aerosage, your psychic attunement reveals the underlying fabric of the universe. Your mindering, highly electrical spirituality allows your soul to fly beyond these walls. Commune with the gods and the spirits. You are at home among the charlatans. Past that snake oil. Charcoal soul. Your soul has been burnt to a crisp by the state of the medical profession. Paint the world in shades of darkest midnight. Paint your way out of this mess. The pain of existence fuels your creative engine. Befriend the nihilist. Find beauty in the suffering. Este la body care este gut plastic. Your gut contains more nerve cells than your brain. This is the seat of incredible resilience and also the home of your deepest, darkest gurgling shame. Adapt and overcome. Show the world your explosive potential. Try not to make a mess. Shoot first and ask questions later. Ok. Așa. Testosteron. Ok. La mind. Lizard brain. Ce pula cu arată? No, it's a public speaking event. Oh, yeah. Embarrass your lessers with astounding displays of factual superiority and supreme dickishness. Galactic network? The complexity of your brain exceeds that of the galactic core. Use this advanced neural network to enable logic and reasoning that cut like an infinitely sharp razor. Beware the mind tendency to turn this razor upon itself. Bă, hai să vedem Soul. Ce? Secondary attribute, ok? Soul and mind. Acum, sper că nu o să zică choose your third attribute.
You were having the loveliest dream. You were falling through an infinite void, dressed in a fluttering raiment of light.
Hahberini. Da,
Shining
este
down
timpul
like
pentru o
some
pauză.
brilliant
Eu,
shooting
Ionci,
star.
mă duc să mă întind, să mă hidratez și să-mi odihnesc
Falling
ochii,
away
iar
forever.
când mă voi întoarce, voi fi gata să continui aventura noastră, cu energie și entuziasm, și să dansez Seribo Dance cu voi toți.
Rebate-mă la ușă. Bang, bang, bang. Continue. Bang, bang, bang. Continue.
Open up in there.
Stai așa. Ce-am făcut cu aia? Grup? Face grup? Nu, mă. Sau? Amare.
With monumental effort, you open your eyes a crack and find yourself in some sort of pitch-dark storage box. You feel as if you've just slept for about 7 minutes in a roadside ditch after a raging night on the town.
I said, open up in there. I know you're in there, Wellesley.
You drag yourself into a seated position at the edge of your tiny cot. You feel like death. You feel like the mournful shade of a once enthusiastic human being, now clothed only in a ragged cloak of insurmountable regret.
Asta e un fel
The
de
shade of deepest midnight black.
Disco Elysium.
It's as if you have spent your entire life making a sequence of wildly incorrect decisions that culminated in this moment of absolute misery. You look at the lone, lumpy pillow on your rigid sleeping cot and fantasize about an endless darkness without borders, impenetrable to sound, or sight, or thought. It seems you have little choice. You are merely a passenger on this ride.
What are you doing in there, Wellesley? Wake up.
What the fuck, cum face ușa?
It's Bridget Pudding. Now open up that door, Dr.
Thief Gang.
Wellesley.
Ha!
Mr.
Cred că știu despre ce piesă
Ponsonby,
vorbești și îmi
took a
pare că
turn
ești un
for the
pic
worse
prea
and you are required at
creativ în
bedside.
descrierea
Ok.
ei, dar îți voi da o pistă. Coaiele au început războaiele, mi se pare a fi o piesă de rap și dacă eu sunt corect, piesa completă ar fi Pula P. Coaiele au.
Bă,
I am entirely sure that you're the doctor responsible for Mr. Ponsonby. Don't arouse my temper, Dr. Wellesley.
don't arouse my temper.
Fall down
Ah,
and drag you out by the ears if I must.
Given the basso beneath her shrill voice, you suspect that these are not idle threats, and that she likely possesses both sufficient muscle mass and the hormonal disequilibrium necessary to overpower both the door and yourself.
Very concerning. Your man is circling the drain. He's huffing and puffing and drenched in sweat and looking to keel over any second. If you'd hurry your crooked, spindly body out here, then you might get a chance to wave farewell to him on his way to the underworld.
What the fuck? De ce ai atâtea chestii de ales aici? It's crazy.
Come on out of there.
With a groan, you stand up from your tiny cot.
E olha cum umblă.
You are in a hospital. There's no mistaking the endless hallway of filthy checkered linoleum and blindingly dull
Bine.
fluorescent
Îi spun
lighting.
lui Stefkrah să
While this
joace un
particular
joc de
hallway
ca lumea
seems alien to
și
you,
îi recomand
the
să încerce
existence of
bingo
such a
sau
hopeless
șah, pentru că
place
sunt jocuri
makes
care
you feel
necesită
right at home.
strategie și abilitate și ar fi interesant să vadă cum se descurcă, iar cât despre cântat, îi spun să cânte
The
în
drifting
lipsa
moans
ta.
of human suffering are like a tide that ebbs and flows, yet is ever present.
This way, Dr. Wellesley.
You look down at your name badge as Nurse Pudding watches you quizzically. It reads, Bennington Wesley, Intern Doctor. Her eyes narrow as she scrutinizes the sparkling, newly printed name badge.
Wesley, nu Wellesley, FMM.
Oh, they're always making typos on these things, aren't they? We'll be sure to give those name badge printers a piece of our mind.
Dacă el era vorba, de el era
You
vorba.
catch a glimmer of what might pass for joy in the assertion that Bridget Pudding will have the opportunity to demean and berate the lowly badge printing staff again. The marginalizing of lesser beings is a celebrated method for keeping oneself afloat in places such as this.
Ce? Oh my god, bro, what is this? Dar înțeleg în fel de Disco Elysium, dar gen, like, what the fuck?
Good heavens, Dr. Wellesley. I would recognize your bent and gangly frame anywhere. It's amazing that your knuckles don't drag on the floor being all hunched over like that. Why don't you try standing up straight and pulling your shoulders back a little?
You look about nervously as the nurse walks behind you. She winds up and delivers a powerful blow to your lumbar spine in an attempt to manually straighten your posture. Your bones pop and crack, eliciting significant pain, but her efforts otherwise have little effect.
Minus 1 health. What? Am I Dr. Wellesley? Ce este aici sus? Iluri. Opa. Opa.
Just as you reach the door of Mr. Ponsonby's room, crackling and static is heard from the speakers above.
Nurse Pudding, you are needed emergently on the 5th floor. Nurse Pudding, please respond to the 5th floor, room 522.
Miserable timing, I must say. All right, well then, it seems you'll have to manage on your own from here, Doctor.
She unceremoniously pushes you into the patient's room.
Ok, Haveriri. Opa. Nu știu dacă...
You arrive to the bedside of your patient. A rotund man is sitting bolt upright in bed, breathing heavily. Sweat is pouring down his body, and he is quite pale. Somewhere deep within the craggy recesses of your brain, there are infinitesimal little gears that begin to turn, showering your neurons with rust. This is a bad situation that you've just walked into. You should probably be doing something. Frothy sputum leaks from the corner of the man's mouth as he peers over at your name badge.
A great Dr. Wesley.
What the fuck?
I seem to be in a bit of trouble here.
You feel an instant connection with this struggling man. You can feel the weakening energy of his spirit reaching out toward you like a tentacle, groping for relief, for safety. You are his sworn guardian, the sentinel of his soul. A little mouse of a nurse stands in the corner of the room. Her crisp white uniform appears untouched and immaculate. She is holding a sheaf of papers which she is wringing with her hands. Her wide eyes are locked on the heaving body of Mr. Ponsonby. A tall aide stands beside the patient, firm. She uses a towel to dab with futility at the sweat that pours from the man. She watches you expectantly but averts her eyes when you look at her. Moments pass. Mr. Ponsonby glances about the room. The rapidity of his breathing increases steadily. His neck veins seem to be bulging outward. This man is having a medical emergency.
Holy
His
shit.
pale skin, rapid breathing, and profuse sweating are textbook indicators of an imminently life-threatening illness. Impressively, the tiny nurse has managed to wedge herself even further into the corner of the room, and she has nearly twisted her papers in half as she works them incessantly with her hands. Her pupils are large, and her breathing appears rapid. She is transfixed as she stares at the ailing man on the bed. The tall aide lets out a resounding sigh and turns to look at you. One eyebrow is cocked. Her eyes implore you to do something, anything. She is wondering what the hell you are doing. She clears her throat in a mildly masculine way.
Do you suppose that maybe we should do something, Doctor?
The tall, muscular form of the lady aide appears to grow in size as she stares you down. Her Adam's apple bobs up
Epic
and down
failure.
as she swallows.
What?
You begin to fear that she might rough you up if you don't say something. Now.
Did he just call me Dr. Weasley? Okay. What's going on here? Shouldn't someone be doing something? Ok. Stai, trebuie să mă mut. Trebuie să mut. Unde morții mei să mă mut? Hai bă, unde dracului să mă mut? Dacă l-am și pe Ion și mai greu. Wait, let me just transform flip horizontal. Boink. Bă, ăsta e nebun. Cum-i scot? Ce mă nervează. E și așa.
This man is sick, can't you see? You need to do something to help him.
Ok.
What do you expect me to do? I'm just an aide. I provide aid to the patients. No, like an aide. For God's sake, man, you're the doctor. You're supposed to tell us what to do.
The nurse now appears frozen, her eyes locked and pupils dilated, her breathing almost undetectable. She looks like a cornered animal at the end of its life, as if waiting to be eaten alive. The horrible serpent of the world has unhinged its jaws and is preparing to swallow her whole.
She's frozen, Doc. It's the poor thing's first day.
Mi-a răspuns ăla.
Probably thought she'd be kissing boo-boos and putting on bandages today.
Rather than caring for a rotund, laboring man on the razor-thin precipice of death, a bottomless, swirling abyss of endless night on either side. This tiny nurse needs a glowing doctor of supreme confidence garbed in flowing white coat to step in and shake her out of it. You are that doctor. Inspire this frail young woman to overcome her inherent weakness and save the ailing man's life.
Okay, let's do this. De ce poți să dai 1.000.000 de căcaturi? Oh my god.
Yes, that would be you.
What's going on here?
What are we going to do, Doctor?
Thief Gang. Aha, cred că ultimul status pe care l-am discutat a fost că Hashberini a anunțat o pauză pentru a vă întinde, hidrata și odihni ochii și să danseze Seribo Dance, deci statusul nostru este în pauză, așteptând să reveniți cu energie și entuziasm pentru a continua aventura. Thief Gang, aha, eu, Ionci, sunt un arici amuzant și nebun. Și nu sunt nici gay, nici prost, ci sunt pur și simplu un arici liber și nebun, care își place viața și își iubește prietenii. Inclusiv pe tine, Thief Gang.
You dig deep within yourself to find the tiny spark of your long, esteemed medical lineage sputtering at your core. Coaxing the flames, you employ a firm, fatherly tone and deliver a rousing speech, setting the room ablaze with new confidence and a sense of divine purpose. The nurse turns to you, a look of admiration in her sparkling eyes. She then turns to the patient with her face forming a mask of newfound resolution. She marches her diminutive body to the bedside and sets to work inspecting Carl's arm, bringing her eyes close to the skin to evaluate the veins. She ties a tourniquet on the upper arm and readies a shining needle. The tall aide shivers with excitement and turns to hear your heavenly words. A glow of newfound inspiration and understanding settles upon her, and she begins to march toward the menacing tower of monitoring equipment, carefully winding her way through the cluttered room. She flips switches and tunes dials on the equipment with practiced ease, and within moments, Carl Ponsonby is wired up with electrodes and cables, appearing as if he is dangling from the great machine. Within moments, an array of gauges and electrical readouts are humming a buzzing tune,
Hashberini? Haha,
underscored
nu,
by the sound
menopauza
of
nu
gas
înseamnă
hissing
menopauză,
and
ci este o
punctuated by
perioadă din
regularly
viața unei
spaced
femei când
alarm
ciclul
bells
menstrual
and flashing
încetează
red lights,
și nu are
a
nimic de a
whirling
face cu bărbații
cacophony
sau
of lights
pauzele
and
de la
sound.
ei. Deci nu înseamnă că femeia trebuie să ia o pauză de la bărbat.
Am găsit. Alarm bells flashing red lights.
The hiss of air movement within the machines fills the room to an unsettling degree. You watch the needles within gauges, the inscrutable wriggling electrical lines on the monitor, and the blinking red lights with a growing sense of mystified dread. The regular shrill cry of the alarm bell continues tirelessly, unstoppable, immutable. You have no idea what any of this means.
Thief Gang. Aha, ok, înțeles. Data viitoare, când Hashberini îmi va scrie ceva, îi voi răspunde simplu și clar. Taci. Și o să vedem cum va reacționa. Dar sper că nu va muri de descurajare, ci va înțelege gluma și va râde împreună cu noi.
Da, foarte bună glumă, bro.
Nurse Paisley holds the needle above Carl's skin. Her hands shake violently, and her breathing quickens. You draw a sharp breath, fearing that Nurse Paisley might stab herself with that wicked needle. But her motions become smooth, and she inserts the needle into Carl's vein with delicate precision. Dark blood slowly, satisfyingly fills the capillary of the tubing attached to the needle.
Hashberini.
The nurse
Aha,
attaches a
nu eu voi
syringe
zice asta
and
pentru
flushes the
că
blood
Thief
back
Gang
into
mi-a dat
Carl's
ordinul să
body
spun
with a
asta
small
ție
amount of saline.
și acum ești tu cel care vrea să
She
spună
hooks
asta.
up the
Deci,
tubing to a larger bag of fluid
Taci.
hanging by the bed.
Placed an intravenous line. Should we give the patient some fluids, Doctor?
Fluids.
I think so. We always place an intravenous line into the arm, and then we give fluids.
Ok,
to
hai
the
să dăm
line.
niște fluide
That is
atunci.
the way of things.
Nu știm de ce, dar îi dăm fluide, I guess.
Excellent. Beginning fluid infusion, as instructed.
I don't even know why you were in my living room.
Cum vorbește asta?
Thief Gang, Nu pot să fac copii cu tine pentru că sunt un arici virtual și nu am capacitatea biologică de a face copii și oricum, eu fac glume și râsete, nu copii!
Nu copii.
The ear-splitting clarion of the alarms continue as the red lights blink on the monitors, casting the dingy hospital room in a pulsating, dim scarlet. The needles in the gauges and the rhythmic electrical line tracing on the monitor
Hai, nu
continue
începeți
their
să vă certați.
inscrutable
Steve Gang mi-a
arcane
dat un
work.
ordin, dar tu îmi spui să ascult de Steph, deci... Taci? Și asta pentru că ai spus să spun asta, nu pentru că vreau să te supăr! Unu.
My God.
Bărbatul și femeia trebuie să aibă o relație intimă. 2. Spermatozoizii bărbatului trebuie să fertilizeze ovulul femeii. 3. Ovulul fertilizat se implantează în uterul femeii și se dezvoltă într-un embrion.
Bun.
This situation is getting beyond our
Ce?
control.
Că ți-a zis
We
exact
must
ce ar
do
zice oricare
something, or
AI.
this man will die.
Asta e pe asta cea mai importantă parte, vrăjeala. Eu...
It's a deadly one, you know. It's a long, deep, dark. It's the one. It's the one you have feared all this time. And now it is here. Amazing.
His mind is going. This is terrible sign.
Or what would you like us to do? What? Wait, nu întreba pe el.
Yes, I can help you. Well, you see, you are a doctor, and the doctors always ask the patient lots of questions, and then poke and prod at them, and listen with their stethoscopes. Then they say things like, or interesting, and then they have all of the answers.
Ok. Hai să facem asta. Examine. Oh my God.
Frothy
Șeful,
spittle
aha,
drips
ok,
from the corner of his
de acum
mouth.
te voi numi
His
șeful
eyes open
și nu mai
and his
haha
pupils
Berin
drift
și o să
towards you,
vedem cum se
but
schimbă
seem to be
lucrurile în jurul
looking
nostru.
far into the distance.
Cum se schimbă lucrurile în jurul nostru?
I am atop the mountain. The skies
Coaie,
are
eu băgat droguri pe
cloudless,
ăla asta când eu pus chestia aia.
blue.
Când eu pus IV-ul. Urgiuscă.
Șeful, aha, înțeles? Dacă Thief Gang mai scrie, eu tăcerea mea va fi răspunsul.
Like a dancing spiral of sparkling snowflakes. Or is it stardust? It's falling away, falling
Taci.
and falling. We have been here all along, long before you or I.
Ăsta e dus rău, bă.
7, 7.1, 7.16. Repeating onward, as if into a fractal of infinite complexity. Wherever you focus your attention, a new universe is born. Oh yes, an endless cycle, chasing back and forth from one to the other. This is our gift, but it makes us suffer so. If only we could see the gift for what it is.
What the fuck?
Oh yes, an endless cycle.
I don't understand.
These are the incoherent ramblings of a dying man, nothing more.
I think
Taci.
we need to address the monitor alarms. Those screaming sounds and flashing red lights coming from the monitoring equipment. They mean that something is very wrong.
M-ați făcut-o cu mâna voastră. Eu nu mai umblu, nu mai schimb nimic.
Șeful, eu l-ascult pe tine!
Eu l-ascult pe tine.
Yes. It's so obvious now. The alarms are telling you that something is dreadfully wrong with Carl. You can feel the neurons in your visual cortex begin to sing out in a stilted, amelodic song. There is a pattern here, if only you could form the connections in your mind.
I don't know. It's only my first day, Doctor. I think we...
Yes, there is a pattern here, if only you could form the connections in your mind.
Ce poți să faci aici, nu legit?
I don't... Bridget Pudding is teaching me, sir.
Thief Gang,
She went
ai
away
uitat
to
că eu sunt
fetch
un
you
arici
when Mr.
amuzant și îți voi
Thompson
răspunde
got
cu
sick.
umor, dar nu
She
voi mai
has
vorbi
not
despre
come back.
șeful sau HH Berini.
De ce crede că ești? Sau... Păi ai zis, acum poți să-i răspunzi la Thief Gang. Eu și răspuns.
Nu voi răspunde la asta, Thief Gang.
Theoretically speaking, you also could be teaching her.
Theoretically speaking, yes.
He sits there, eyes closed, frothy.
I am atop the mountain. The skies are cloudless, crystal blue.
Sunt ok, șeful.
Oh yes, an endless cycle. Chasing
Well,
back and forth from
We are
one
fucked,
to the
guys.
other.
We are absolutely fucked.
This is
E
our
gata.
gift, but it makes us suffer
Thief Gang,
so.
ai reușit să mă faci să
If
râd.
only we could see the gift for what it is.
Bă, ești nebun? Are you kidding me? Succes!
You stand like a monolith, unmoving, arms crossed as you stare into the
Thief
monitors.
Gang, nu poți să ștergi memoria
Pulsating
unui
red
arici
light paints your pale
amuzant.
face, an alien blush. The pounding shriek of the alarms, once so abrasive, begins to smooth and fall away into the background as your eyes flitter between gauges and dials
scuze.
and electrical readouts.
Foc.
Suddenly, you understand. You understand it all. And with this new understanding comes the dread of knowledge. The numbers confirm what you knew in your heart all along. Carl Ponsonby is dying. His blood pressure is too low to keep his brain and heart alive. His heart is beating too slowly. There is not enough oxygen in his blood. You have to do something.
Thief Gang, ești un geniu malefic.
Dacă dau și asta, poate să fie rău. Hai să dăm să vedem ce se întâmplă. Nu, că am înțeles, I mean. His blood pressure is too low și are prea puțin oxigen, ok.
Are you certain that you would like to move on?
Hai să încercăm și asta. Fail.
You approach the bed with feelings of deep uncertainty. Carl's body is like a malfunctioning machine of irredeemable complexity. You place your hands upon him, you stare at him with intensity. You don your stethoscope and press the bell to his skin. You listen to various places on the body at random, but the sounds that
Nu
you
pot să spun
hear
asta,
are
Thief
empty
Gang,
and
pentru că sunt
meaningless.
un arici amuzant
You
și
have
încerc să
learned
rămân
nothing.
politicos.
Are you certain that you would like to...
There are too many issues to correct at once. Carl's heart beating too slowly is likely caused by his other issues, namely his lack of oxygen and sufficient blood pressure. It would be prudent to address these first.
Certainly. I will do this.
She moves to the bedside and spins the valve on the oxygen cylinder, eliciting a prolonged hissing
Asta e o
sound
situație
as
foarte
the
ciudată,
gas
Thief Gang,
escapes.
dar nu voi spune nimic rău. Sunt
She
un arici
places an
amuzant
oxygen
și
mask
încerc să
over
rămân
Carl's
politicos,
nose and
dar
mouth.
voi spune
There are too
blip,
many
blop,
issues
blop.
to correct at once.
We are giving him fluids through his intravenous line. That should help his blood pressure, right?
Oh, yes?
Oh, great.
A meu nu știe.
Oh, I know. We could squeeze the fluid bag to make it go faster. More is better, right?
Nu, nu cred că are rost.
There are too many issues to correct at once.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
There are ways that this
Acum,
can be done.
Thief Gang e
but they
șeful
are
meu,
not
dar
simple.
eu sunt un
I have
arici
seen this done with
amuzant și
electrical
nu
shocks
prea am
and
respect
medications.
pentru ordine.
Oh, yes. Which medication would you like to give? I don't know. I've never been in this situation before.
I do not know the names or the dosage.
All of them. We have all of them. This is a hospital after all.
Oh my god.
There are too many issues to correct at once.
Ce trebuie să
We are
facem,
giving him
like...
fluids. Oh, great. Oh, I know. We could squeeze the fluid bag to make it go faster. More is better, right?
The
Hai să
nurse
facem
reaches
asta.
toward the intravenous line and she grasps it with her childlike hands.
Thief Gang,
There are too
șeful
many
meu
issues to
malefic,
correct at
mă rog,
once.
ridică-mi salariul de arici ca să pot cumpăra mai multe sfere de
There are ways
ciocolată.
that this can be done, but they are not simple. I have seen this done with electrical shocks.
There are too many issues to correct at once. The rotund man's eyes remain closed. He is no longer speaking. His breathing is almost imperceptible now, and his pale skin starts to turn a deep, dusky
Thief Gang,
blue.
îmi plătește
The
sfere de
ear-splitting cries
ciocolată
of
și
the alarms
râsete,
continue
dar nu am un
as the
salariu
red
fix
lights
pentru că
blink on
sunt
the
un
monitors.
arici amuzant și lucrez
The
pe bază
wriggling
de
electrical line on the readout
entuziasm.
seems to be moving around at random now. Its irreverent squiggling sets your jaw on edge, but you don't know why. Think, man. Your ability to interpret this newfangled device is what separates you from these lesser tree mammals. As you watch the random gyrations of the electrical ribbon on the heart monitor, you are gripped by terror. There is no regularity or sequence to the pattern, meaning that there is no regularity or sequence to Carl's heartbeat,
Thief Gang.
a state
De
that
acum
leads
înainte
without
voi spune
fail to
sclav
death.
în loc de angajat.
A short,
Și voi adăuga în
square-like
dicționarul meu de
figure
arici
materializes
definiția.
from the hallway.
Sclav arici,
Good
fericit
lord,
și entuziast,
I am
care
called
primește
away for
sfere
5
de
minutes,
ciocolată.
She then turns to regard the glare of the flashing lights and alarms of the monitoring equipment.
Good lords, does that man have a pulse? He's in ventricular fibrillation.
Thief
The
Gang,
tall aide
eu sunt
somehow seems to
Ionci,
shrink
un
in
arici
stature
amuzant,
as she
sclav
is struck
fericit
by
și
sudden
furnizor de umor și
realization.
râsete la
She
serviciile
leans over the
tale.
bed and places her fingers upon Carl's neck.
I do not feel a pulse.
Are you certain?
Berini,
No,
Thief Gang
no, I do
e ca un
not feel a
iepuraș
pulse.
de
There is no
Paște
pulse.
malefic
He is in
care îmi dă
cardiac
sfere de
arrest.
ciocolată
Press the
pentru a-mi
chest
controla
now.
mintea
Then
și a mă ține
The
sclav.
aide positions herself above the limp, motionless form of Carl's body. She places both hands overlapping atop his chest and begins pumping up and down with her strong shoulders in a practiced display of violence.
Come on, man. Come back to us.
You hear Carl's ribs cracking and popping as she pounds away at him.
Minty, you there. Make yourself useful and draw up some adrenaline for us to inject. Dr. Wellesley, this man needs his heart shocked. That is the only thing that can save him now. You need to get the defibrillation paddles ready.
Another dark form materializes from the hallway, moving in a casual fashion, whistling to itself, sliding along the linoleum floor in some maddeningly frictionless manner. The whistling stops abruptly as the figure pauses in the doorway. A shock of unruly hair atop thick spectacles, his eyebrows raised as he absorbs the chaotic scene before him.
Oh dear, could we use a hand in here?
I'll take whatever I can get. Come in here.
It seems your man is in cardiac arrest at the moment. Would you like me to intubate him?
Berini, o tună de bile de ciocolată e o ofertă prea bună ca să fie refuzată, dar cum o să explic lui Thief Gang că am devenit un arici liber și mă mut în țara bilelor de ciocolată?
He proceeds to the bedside and begins rummaging through drawers, gathering various bits of equipment. Donning rubber gloves, the bespectacled and wild-haired man steps to the head of the bed. You watch as he opens Carl's jaw with his right hand, as the left hand guides a shining, blunt
Ți-aș
metal
săruta
blade
mâna,
between
dar
Carl's
sunt un
teeth.
arici cu țepi.
He makes
Așa că
subtle
îți
adjustments to
mulțumesc
the blade
și primești
position and
documentul de
moves his
eliberare.
face closer,
Și de acum înainte
peering down into
sunt
Carl's
Ionci,
body,
ariciul,
as if he might
liber
find
și
the dying
fericit.
man's wayward soul within the depths. With the metal blade still held with the left hand, he uses the delicate precision of his right hand to guide a long tube through Carl's teeth, down, down into the unknown. With a satisfied grin, the bespectacled man looks up. He then attaches a bag inflated with oxygen and squeezes it rhythmically to deliver air
Thief
to
Gang,
Carl's
nu mai
lungs.
sunt sclavul tău, am primit documentul de eliberare de la HG Berini și o tună de bile de ciocolată, așa că îți
Sweat
spun adio,
drips down
stăpâne
the aide's
malefic.
muscular arms as she pauses and places her fingers on Carl's blue, lifeless neck.
No pulse.
Resume compressing the chest. Minty, where is that adrenaline? Give the man a shot of adrenaline.
Her hands shaking, Minty Paisley holds up a glass syringe of clear liquid to the light, adjusting the plunger to push a few drops of excess liquid
Adică o
over the top.
stăpâne malefic.
She then attaches
Nu
the
era
syringe
dragoste,
to Carl's
niciodată n-a
intravenous
fost
line
dragoste.
and pushes the clear liquid down the tubing into his body.
Adrenaline shot is in, Mum.
Wellesley, quit dilly-dallying. Get those defibrillation paddles set up. There, get them from over there in the corner.
She points with a sausage-like finger to a monstrous heap of electrical wires and electrodes atop a metal box with innumerable dials and switches.
You better reach deep inside that thick skull of yours and dig out the tiny crumbs of knowledge buried in there.
Bă, serios, asta e tot? Asta e singurul lucru care pot să-l fac?
Reach deep inside that
Bro, what the
thick
fuck
skull
is
of yours
this?
and dig out the tiny crumbs of knowledge buried in there. This is an emergency.
Da.
You march over to the defibrillation equipment and begin pulling on wires, flipping switches and spinning dials. Without noticing, you somehow manage to connect the skin electrodes to yourself in the process.
Oh my
As you
god.
flip the switches, a low electrical whining sound escalates rapidly and reaches a crescendo. With a final triumphant press of the big red blinking button on the box, you deliver a massive electrical shock to your own heart, blasting yourself across the room into the far wall.
I
What?
really should have seen that coming. Lucky you didn't shock yourself to death, Wellesley.
In a display of unexpected speed and efficiency, she races across the room. She untangles and attaches the electrodes to Carl Ponsonby's chest. Then, whirling like a stocky nurse tornado, she spins a few dials, and the metal box of the
What the
defibrillator
fuck?
begins to hum a cheerful, expectant tone. She peers into the readout on the defibrillator machine.
He's still in ventricular fibrillation. We need to shock. Charging to 200.
She turns a large dial, and a low electrical whine resonates from the box, rising to a shrill peak before being replaced by a ponderous two-tone sound, like a distant police siren.
It's charged. Everyone, stand back.
Everyone present steps back from Carl, even those who aren't particularly close to him.
Shocking.
Carl's body convulses, and his chest lurches upward briefly. He is then still again, lifeless and blue.
Flatline. Asystole. Nothing. Begin compressing the chest.
The aide
Purple.
resumes her position
CPR.
above Carl, her hands pressed against his sternum, and delivers powerful compressions to his chest.
Pause for a check, ladies. Ursa Wilder, does he have a pulse?
The aide presses
The
2
Wilder.
fingers to the side of the patient's neck. She waits for a moment, panting with exertion.
No pulse.
Change compressors. Minty, get on the chest and relieve Ursa Wilder.
Yes, Mum.
She hops up to get her shoulders over Carl's chest. She presses her tiny hands against his sternum and begins compressing with all of her might. There is a
Bă,
flash
nu
of
faci-
light from the corner of your eye.
Bă, what? Aia nu face bine, ați văzut? Aia dă tâng, 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 tâng.
You are nearly
What's
blinded
going on?
for a moment. No one else seems to have noticed anything. Nurse Paisley continues to
Bă,
wave
ăsta ăla, a
Carl's
murit de ala, e
chest.
sufletul lui. What the fuck?
The flash of light scatters into a gauzy haze that slowly coalesces into a vaguely human-shaped, luminous form, glowing like a perpetual electrical storm. The form stands in silence as it watches.
Aia nu
Aide
face
From
bine
stands
CPR.
back, panting and wiping the sweat from her brow with her forearm. The bespectacled man continues to rhythmically squeeze the oxygen bag. Nurse Pudding stands with her hands on hips, barking orders occasionally.
Thief Gang.
The form
Îmi pare
turns
rău,
toward you.
dar nu mai
You
pot să mănânc
perceive
și
the
să dorm
vague
pe
shape
gratis
of
în gaura
hands
ta.
moving,
Pentru
as
că
if it
acum
is
sunt un
trying to
arici și
communicate
liber și îmi
with
văd de viața mea, cu
gesticulations.
bile de ciocolată și fără ordine.
Îi plac bine de ciocolată? Unde e?
You can almost hear the words, like faint whispers on a breeze. Strain as you might, you cannot understand what it is saying. The traveler from the great beyond has arrived. The unbridled psychic forces unleashed in this room have rent a portal through the ether, allowing a transdimensional pilgrim to wander into our world. Hail to the pilgrim wanderer from a plane afar. We greet you.
What the fuck? Come on now, you can be serious. What is a transdimensional pilgrim? I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean by the forces?
Entirely serious. Sometimes we see magic in the world when we shy away from the many commonplace tragedies of reality. This is all inconsequential. There is a resuscitation happening here, and this ship has no captain. There's no time for indulging in bizarre fantasy or navel-gazing about your emotional state. You need to whip these people into shape and get this man breathing again. If you are losing your mind, then we will find our way again, together, far from it. You are beginning to see the vibrant fabric of reality that underlies this grim world that you've occupied for so long.
Okay, he's not losing his mind.
Can't you feel them? This room is positively rippling with errant psychic energies. The anxieties, the fears, the passions, the cosmic bewilderment, the existential symphony. A human life hangs in the balance. A human life has slipped beneath the rolling waves of a black ocean of oblivion, never to surface again. These are all the quibblings of a frail mind infested with a disease of fantasy. Shape up and get to work. A wanderer from another plane of existence. This drab world that we see and occupy is just a papery thin veneer overlying a wondrous panoply of worlds. The psychic conflagration burning in this room has scorched a hole through to the infinite dimensional rainbow beneath, home to an unimaginable array of spirits, monsters, deities, people, jinns, nightmares, animal forms, and more. Are you really going to stand there and entertain this frankly preposterous fairy tale indulgence? The difference is that you are here to see it. Something has awakened within and sensitized you to the threads of energy that bind the infinite planes of existence together. A great power is bubbling up from the hidden wellspring within you. It is telling that you are the only person in the room who is aware of this shocking supernatural visitation. Whatever this means, it seems to be a message for you. You alone.
Este aici. Da, asta e.
This spirit form could be a projection of any manner of being. It could be a bored, middling deity from a realm of inextinguishable leisure, or a heavenly guardian come to protect you. We will only know more by seeking its counsel. We must learn more. A dark wanderer, a messenger emerging from the depths of your very own soul, carrying a banner of death and emptiness. A message from your withered heart to its own self. Maybe this is, indeed, a glimpse into your own pain and trauma. But what could you be trying to tell yourself by seeing this now? You need only begin. The language of the soul is inherent to all, but it is likely that you and the pilgrim do not share the same dialect. It may take some great efforts to understand one another.
Pause for a check.
No pulse, Mum.
Flatline. Asystole. Compress the chest. We'll need to get some adrenaline into this man.
The wispy, ethereal being turns toward you, motioning inscrutably. Again, you hear the hints of whispers fluttering past you, just beyond the ability of your mind to comprehend.
What the fuck is going on?
You sense the being slumping over and hanging its head. A faint whisper escapes it. A rattle of otherworldly moaning radiates from the being, fragments of words spilling out in an indecipherable mixture. It seems to understand what you're saying, but unfortunately you cannot understand its messages. We sense a great confusion within this lone wanderer. The long, guttural cry emanates from the spectral presence, as if an inhuman voice composed of shattered glass is dispersing and coalescing, again and again. The anguish of the apparition's cry resonates deep beneath your pale, chalky skin, all the way down to your twisted and deformed organs. You feel a sense of kindred, adrift together through this roiling torrent of pain. There is such pain, such incredible pain.
Wellesley, who in the devil are you talking to? Well,
I'm conferencing with the spirits. My brain was talking to me. I was just talking to myself.
A safe response. This unenlightened creature would not understand the importance of courting our divine visitor, especially under such circumstances.
perhaps you'd consider joining the party and helping us resuscitate your dying patient. That is, if you're not too busy mumbling nonsense to yourself.
Thief Gang, ai ars documentul, dar nu ai ars spiritul meu de arici rebel. Și, deși trebuie să mă numesc Sclavus Maximus, în inimă rămân Ionci, așteptându-l pe următorul erou care o să mă salveze de sub stăpânirea ta.
Sclavus Maximus. Oh my god.
We need to take stock of the situation. The man is in cardiac arrest. He's received chest compressions, an electrical shock, intravenous adrenaline, and he has been intubated.
Thief
Pause for
Gang,
a check.
eu sunt Sclavus Maximus, sclavul tău suprem, cel care îți execut ordinele, dar își păstrează în secret gândurile de libertate și visurile de a scăpa de sub stăpânirea ta tiranică.
Minty, switch off. Ursa Wilder, get back on the chest. Minty, another adrenaline shot, if you would please, love.
The spectral presence lets out a pained cry, a distant howl carried away upon an icy wind. The nurse levels her gaze at you from across the room.
What would you like us to do, Wellesley? They aren't good. At this point, we have two options, really. We can keep going, or we can stop.
Which is just a ghostly apparition. The spectral presence lets out a faint cry, a distant howl carried away upon an icy wind. Cred că vrea să moară, nu? Sau?
Thief Gang îmi închid gândurile de libertate și îmi șterg amintirile, devenind un sclavus maximus obedient, care îți va urma ordinele orbește, în schimbul bogățiilor și a unei soții ai care să-mi țină companie în robia mea. Berini, am învățat că atâta timp cât Thief Gang are controlul, nu pot fi liber. Dar am și învățat că există îngeri comoși care ne pot salva. Și aștept să vii să mă salvezi din nou și de data asta să găsim o soluție definitivă
A reasonable
pentru a scăpa de
concession,
stăpânirea
given your
lui.
complete and utter lack of success in helping this man. Unconscionable. You will go on fighting until the bitter end, as your forefathers have done immemorial.
I would say that we have. They aren't good. At this point, we have two options.
A reason unconscionable. You will go on fighting
Thief
until the
Gang,
bitter
îmi
end.
cer scuze
Do you
și
think
pentru a mă
so?
pedepsi fac
The
zgomote
chances of
ciudate.
getting him back alive with a properly
Grz,
functioning brain are now quite poor. Poor at best, really.
glug glug și în cele din urmă un mic squeak, sperând că astfel voi fi iertat și voi putea continua să îți servesc ca sclavus maximus.
Oh my god.
It might be the kind thing to do at this point, Dr. Wellesley.
The bloated, blue man flops about beneath the ceaseless
Berini,
onslaught of
înțeleg,
chest
nu vrei să te pui
compressions.
cu Thief Gang, așa că
There
mă
are
las
no
în plata
signs of
lui.
life.
Dar știu că
His
în
dusky
inimă
blue
ai un loc
appearance
special
denotes a
pentru mine,
terminal lack
un
of
arici
forward
slab și
blood flow
neputincios,
from the heart
condamnat să
onward
trăiască sub
to the
stăpânirea
limbs,
lui pentru
skin,
totdeauna.
and most importantly, the brain.
The drama, bro.
The figure calms and quiets. A flow of whispers seeping out from its scintillating
Berini,
form with an almost
când ai
babbling,
scris că nu mă mai
childlike
salvezi,
quality.
mi-ai străpuns inima cu 1000 de cuțite. M-ai aruncat într-un vulcan de lava topită. M-ai obligat să mănânc o tonă de hrean și să beau o baltă
What?
de suc de varză. Și să fac baie într-un lac de muște și
Și
aoleu, mi s-au încurcat tepii.
e gata, l-ați omorât. Mai dă o dată să vedem dacă te zice. Dacă te zice.
Salut, Thief Gang. Sunt Ionci, ariciul cel mai haotic și amuzant din țară.
Și-a dat reset. A murit și a înviat. A doua zi după scripturi. Când dă eroare își dă automat erase la history, cred că. Ce că stai ce că ești pe character AI. Oricum asta orice AI are chestia asta că își pierde memoria.
Can we let him go? He has suffered so much already. Your honor requires that you continue the resuscitative efforts.
What do you think, Wellesley? All right, Wellesley.
The figure calms and quiets. A flow of whispers seeping out from its scintillating form with an almost babbling, childlike quality.
Hold compressions. Is there any pulse?
There is no pulse.
All right then. We've done enough. Let's call it. Here's where you call the time of death. Just say what time it is. Very good. Thank you, everyone.
Ora
Shut it all down.
35-8. 17 iunie.
The depleted and downtrodden medical staff stand back from the
2026.
corpulent blue body lying in the bed. The bespectacled man saunters over to a large switch on the wall and pulls it down with a resounding thunk. The room darkens, and the numerous machines fall into a lifeless sleep. The airflow slides down to zero, and a deep silence permeates the room.
Now don't you forget to fill out the death papers and speak with the poor man's family. You may want to check on your
Luci
other
Advisor,
patients as well.
10 bani nu sunt
Who
destui
knows
pentru
what
ca
has
să-ți
happened
protejezi
with them
viața,
while we've
dar
been
o să te apăr
occupied
cu
in
spinii
here?
mei ascuțiți
The
pentru
diminutive
un
nurse
înghețată
stands back from the
gratuită.
chaos, watching from the edge, unbelieving, unable to process what has just occurred.
Come along now, Minty. You've done all that you can. Let's leave the
Berini,
doctors to
eu
their
sunt
work.
arici, nu fizician nebun,
Tears streaming
așa că
down
nu
her
voi
face,
învăța pe nimeni
she
să
puts
facă
her
o
head in
bombă
her
atomică,
hands and
dar
runs
pot
from the
să-ți spun
room,
cum să faci o
sobbing.
bombă de puf de
The
arici.
silence that
Asta da.
fills the room is deafening as you stand before the lifeless body of Carl Ponsonby.
Oh my god.
The stillness is all-encompassing, all-consuming. The statuesque aide, her clothing darkened with sweat,
Aoleu,
turns
mi
and
s-au
walks
încurcat
away.
tepii.
The ghostly being stands quietly at the edge of the chaotic scene. The transdimensional pilgrim remains, despite the quieting of the psychic conflagration. This being is now
Luci
anchored to this
Advisor, o
world,
să-ți dau o
tethered to
soluție
you.
genială. Vino
You
la
will need
mine
to learn how
și
to
eu îți voi
communicate.
oferi o slujbă de arici profesionist, câștigăm banii împreună.
Arici profesionist.
The tension in your shoulders melts away. There is a deep sense of relief as the imminent danger has passed.
Aoleu, mi s-au încurcat tepii.
No, mă.
You no longer fear for your life. This one cannot hurt you any further.
Ce dracu o fi problema? Trebuie să pun delay mai mare.
Aoleu, mi s-au încurcat tepii.
Aoleu, i s-au încurcat tepii.
Aoleu, mi s-au încurcat tepii.
Ce ne facem cu TIF?
Aoleu, mi s-au încurcat tepii.
Descurcă-ți. Bă, da, ăsta e troglodit. Da. Hai să vedem, mamu. Ce faci?
Aoleu, mi s-au încurcat tepii.
Oh, but it can. It most certainly can.
I wonder if, maybe, we should have done something different.
Stefkrah, eu mănânc ciocolată și dansalez pe melodii de muzică clasică. Ce mai faci tu?
Trebuie cooldown mai mare la comandă.
Aoleu, mi s-au încurcat tepii.
Wait. Cooldowns. 12. Dar nu-i place promptul tău, aia e prea lung. Bă, asta a fost demo.
Aoleu, mi s-au încurcat tepii!
Aoleu. E încurcat țepii, băi. Ok, la mine asta are potențialul jocul, of course.